Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into another video. Today's video is about the Radiant Stars update. And yes, I'm going to try to simplify and show you guys and explain to you guys some of the things that you may be looking into the update notes and you're going to be like, what does this mean? What are they doing with this, So I'm going to try to explain, and I'm going to be really fast. The reason why I don't have any gameplay in the back, first of all, I want you guys to focus on what I'm talking about, so they'll be in the screen, easier to edit and everything else, so I can put this video out as soon as possible, especially because I had the stream on the Paladins game channel immediately after the showcase. And also to not distract you guys, and to know what I'm talking about, okay? As for voice lines for the skins, forget about it. We could barely hear them. As for the, the emotes and the event, like the skins and the effects, I'll do something with that when PDS comes out, so I can fully experience the skins, the emotes, the abilities, the voice lines, and etc. Okay, so for now, we're going through the entire patch notes really fast, and I'll try to explain every single thing that it's inside here. Okay, let's start off with the battle pass. The battle pass is exactly the same thing as before. All right, so 600 crystals, 120 levels. You do have the battle pass passport, which costs 1,500. It basically just puts you straight into level 30 and buys you the battle pass. As soon as you buy the battle pass, it'll give you this frame, which looks really cool, this avatar as well, and you instantly unlock the first skin, which is the base. There's a base skin, and then there's three colors, but I'll explain that in just a second. The base blue stellar protector IO. All right, the cat is a big, Luna is a big chunky cat now. Not gonna lie, the skin looks really good. It's basically sort of like in the Sailor Moon theme. They're called like Celestials or Radiant Stars, whatever you want to call them. And then through the battle pass, there's other recolors to the base skin. And they showed it in the stream that there's going to be only one skin to select, but in front of it, there's going to be little squares with different colors. So you can choose the variation. So if you want to play with the pink variation and not the original variation, you can just select the color, which is really good. It's really nice. And yeah, they just basically put it the magenta at level 2, a teal, I'm seeing this like turquoise, whatever you want to call it, level 16. Green look like St. Patrick's skin, level 57, 75. We got the red one. Yellow looks like a golden skin, not gonna lie, looks really good, level 90, 94. The black one with red looks amazing, level 110. And then on level 117, we got the inverted, which is basically the original, but just inverted colors throughout the skin itself. All right, so yeah. Now continuing on, the second one you're gonna get is the second one based on her base skin. All right, at level 10 it will be money, and when you get in money, as you can see, it's sort of like a griffin, the dragon. She looks really good, not gonna lie. She has other variations just like IO. Level 11 we got the yellow variation, green at level 25, magenta level 35, blue level 46, black at level 90, and teal level 107, and then inverted, which is the original one but basically inverted, at level 118. Then finally at level 30, the third skin, which is Inara base. It's the yellow skin, looks really nice. Then she has the magenta level 31, teal level 42, red level 53, 67 will be the blue one, green for 85, black to 100, and to the inverted at level 119. So it looks pretty cool. And finally, we got Ceres that starts off at level 50. So you're going to have at least level 50 to have all the base skins, all right, to unlock them at least. So after that, 51, straight up, you get like a recolor, literally just, you get the base skin, one level, next level you get a recolor, pretty good. 64, the red variation, black at level 80, green 87, blue 98, magenta 112, and finally inverted at 120. Remember, inverted is basically the original, but with inverted colors. Then there's some extra sprays and even animated sprays as well throughout the battle pass and these avatars. As for the death card that comes inside of the battle pass, I don't know exactly who this is. People said that should be Tyra. It may be or not Vora, because in case you guys don't know, in the data mines there is a skin for Vora, which is also named Celestial, just like the other skins up here. So this could be potentially Vora. And yes, Vora is not coming on this patch. It's coming on the next patch. So I'm just letting you know right now. As for these little changes, this one is the most important here, which is the Mixer Con. As for a lot of people, you were wondering what would happen with the Mixer Store. Since the Mixer Store basically, you know, it's going to disappear, although it was already Viewer Store and not Mixer Store. What's going to happen since Mixer is going to close day 22? Well, as for now, they're going to disable the Viewer Store, and whoever got the MixerCon, congratulations, you got it. Beyond here, you will never going to be able to get it again. As for the Viewer Store, however, it may or may not come with a system of the same points, but for Twitch, because in case you guys don't know, apparently Smite already has this system on Twitch. And it's not the first time I already talked to some people back inside of Hyris, and they mentioned that they want to try to put it for Twitch and for the Paladins game as well. So, you know, we may see it on Twitch or not. Now, but there is, however, a new bounty store. And without even reading this, I'm going to try to explain it as easy as possible. There's no footage of it, so there's not even a need to try to show you. I'm guessing there's going to be a new little icon on the currencies that we have on our account, because if you guys ever noticed on PDS when Corvus came out, there was one day there was a little bug, there was a little skull. I'm guessing the skulls are the bounty coins or whatever they are, and you'll get these bounty coins for basically doing the normal missions, the daily quests. If it's a small quest, you get 2 coins. If it's a big quest, you get 3 coins. And basically getting these coins will allow you to later on go into the bounty store and buy the skin that is inside. There's one skin in there, right? This skin changes every 72 hours. But not just that, it is limited. It is limited to an amount. It could have 1,000, 100, 200, we don't know. The thing is, however it is the amount in there, the more that it decreases, it increases the price. So for example, imagine that they put, let's say, the Heartbreaker Tyra in there, and they say there's only 100 skins in here, and it costs us 50 coins. This is just an example. This is not the real numbers. Don't get it wrong. We'll see when PDS comes out. But people start buying it. Next thing you know, there's only 20 of these skins to buy. So now the price of the skin is going up. It's almost 200 coins, and people are like, wow, okay. So yeah, people are going to have to grind hard and hard and hard if they can't buy it straight away. Or if you don't want it, like, might as well just don't buy it, because, I mean, there's going to be skins in there you probably want to get. And no, Abyssal Lord Drogos and the Soul Eater Genos may not go in there since they are limited. I'm just saying, probably not going to be in there. Just letting you know right now. So this new feature is pretty cool, not going to lie. It does say, want to start earning bounty coins, click here to Hyris links to start, you know. I'm guessing this was not meant to be here. I'm guessing that this actually is going to be the new system. So watching streams is going to give you bounty coins, maybe. I mean, if that's a reality, I would not refuse it, because that's pretty good. Imagine they put it up on Twitch, and maybe if we go to Facebook, or not, maybe we're not going to go to Facebook. Maybe we're all going to be on Twitch, the Paladins game channel. So, and maybe any streamer can actually give bounty coins. Who knows? That'd actually be a good system, no? So yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Now, there is a chest, however, that comes in with this skin. You can buy it directly with 800 crystals. It's the Mermaid Genos, as you can imagine. The weapon is really cool. It's a little puffer fish. When you start shooting, it starts deflating. And then to inflate it again, to keep shooting again, to reload the gun, you basically just feed him water from your left hand. It's really cool. I like it. It'll be available only on September 9th. And you're going to be able to buy it straight away with 800 crystals. Or you're going to be able to get it from a chest, and that chest is right here. So the chest costs 400 crystals every time you want to buy it, but it will only have skins. And inside of the chest, you'll have the Dutchman Makoa, Schwarzbuckler Barrack, Pirate's Treasure IO, Mermaid Ying, Shore Patrol Leon, Longboard Lex, and then Myrnos Genos. So there you go. If you have everything up there, it's going to cost you 400 crystals. I mean, you can only be stupid if you decide to buy it directly instead of actually buying it for 400 crystals from the chest. So do not commit this mistake, people. Please do not be stupid. All right. So yeah, it will also be available 9th of September. So there you go. That's how you're going to get it. 3 golden skins comes with this patch. Buck, Drogos, and Shawling. Pretty simple. If you don't know how to get a golden skin, I don't even know why this is even bothering to you. But let me tell you, you get a level 50 with the character. So yeah, I already have, for example, level 50 Drogo, so the skin will be given to me directly straight away, which is going to be really cool. There's also going to be some avatars throughout various community engagements during the patch, so little events and so on. You're going to be able to get some of these avatars, for example, and these sprays. Moving on, Deal of the Day will now have these new skins added to the Deal of the Day. Omega Koga, Vivian, Zin, Kumakoa, Dredge, Terminus, Xiaoling, and then Street Style Sky, Yang, Maven, Ash. There's also going to be some emotes going in there, some roaming emotes and some other normal emotes. You guys can just read this out for yourselves. If there's anything that is interesting, you may get it on the Deal of the Day, so that's pretty good. MVP poses as well, and some sprays, and even the music pack for the Street Pop. And then some avatars, death stamps, pretty good. A lot of good things going into the Deal of the Day, so people can buy it. Now, this little avatar will be available from 100 gold, because this was actually the winner, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, winner, Talakex, that won the Avatar Fan Forge for fans by fans. And he won. This is the avatar design that will be available in the game with this patch, and you're going to be able to buy it with 100 gold. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Free avatar. Very nice. There's going to be a new chest also coming up. It will be on August 19th, and it will be 400 crystals with the covered up Lex, the Dark Lord Torvald, Reaver Victor, F1, FN01 Erebus, High Elf Leon, and Mercenary Strix. This is at 19th, all right? Then we also have the past events will be in 30 September, which will be 300 crystals, which will have some of the skins that were from past events, Street Styles, Merrymaker, and Omega, Daywalker, you know, so Halloween, Omega, and some Street Style, and even Christmas skins. So pretty good. The rank is split. There's going to be as a soft reset. So when it's a split change, it's always a soft reset. So you lose your rank, but you're going to continue to play with the same people of your skill level, which is better because for not being a total mess, the matchmaking. You're going to receive a gold chest if you play 5 ranked matches. You're going to receive this avatar if you play 25. So pretty simple. All right. As for the map rotations, Shattered Desert went in Warder's Gate, and it went out Serpent's Beach in Ascension's Peak. And as they're saying right here, for split number 3, these maps will not be in there. All right, it will just be this one, according to what I said. For split 3, Shattered Desert and Warder's Gate will be rotating into the active map pool, while Serpent Beach and so on. All right, each split match will either be active or reserved in map pool. These will only be reserved. So if necessary, if they have to take a map away for some fix or something like that, these will go in. But until then, these are the only maps that will be active. As for balancing, right? So these are some of the things that they explained why they changed some of the things on the items and the champions, cards, and etc. But I'll leave that to you guys to read, right? It was just an explanation why they did it. One of the things they did, however, is what they modified most of the on-hit effects that only applied after hitting players and pets. Now, this is going to be the new effect, because before you could hit shields, deployables, illusions, decoys. God, the word wasn't coming out. Players and even pets, right? So, for example, reversal of Androxus. If you reverse it to a shield, it would work. You would reverse it to Yin Clone, it would work. You reverse it to a turret from Barrack, it would work. So basically, I don't know if Androxus is going to be changed. Don't get it wrong, because there is going to be some exceptions. Like, for example, Drogo's. Drogo's salvo cards that reduces the cooldown of salvo if it hits multiple targets. That will still be there. Or have their effect applying when hitting shields or something. Or maybe, yeah, okay, so they'll still hit players, pets, and shields. So if you hit shields, it'll still count, which is pretty good since the salvo does the more damage to shields. That's the thing. So yeah, like basically, there's champions like, for example, Grover that was using the deep roots. If it hit a barrack turret, it would basically reduce the cooldown. I'm guessing some of these effects will also happen for example, Grok. Instead of actually activating when hitting deployables, it will now only hit when hitting champions, which will, if this activates for Grok damage may die with this change, but we'll see. They're one to test it out and see what's going to happen. All right. Items, Master Writing is now going to be 250 credits per level, not 200. So that means 250. Second level 500. Third level 750. They will also reduce the cost for resilience. So first level 150, second level 300, third level 450. So pretty good. This is really good, both of them, because Master Writing was too cheap, honestly. And now on to the balancing. You guys know about this one, the Ash change. The ability cannot be toggled on and off. This was already supposed to be in the game in 2 patches ago. They finally managed to put it in there, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Atlas will now deal more damage per one of the pellets. Alright, so in total it will do much more damage. I don't know exactly what the damage is. Some people said it was 840. I don't really know. You guys can check that out later on PDS. But it'll do a little bit more damage, 6 extra damage per pellet. Exile, the ultimate. Now you're CC immune while activating it and while using it, and you have no penalty on speed. Pretty good. Fernando now has extra 20% ultimate charge rate, and Edges, the talent, will also have 2 seconds cooldown on the shield. If I'm not mistaken, this is the talent that does already reduce 2 seconds to the shield, right? Because I could potentially put the cooldown of the shield with some chronos and some good cards all the way down to 2 seconds between shields. That would be crazy. Still, Con Vortex Grip got nerfed. The duration of the stun is now 1.2 seconds instead of 2. Pretty good, so you can run away faster. McCoy Leviathan has been reworked. Instead of actually doing what it was, just giving extra HP. Now it will increase your ultimate charge by 15%, give you still the 500 HP even outside of the ult, and every time you use the ultimate, it will reduce the cooldowns of Dredge Hanker and Shell Spin. Pretty good. The cannon also will do the full damage to further distances, so it doesn't lose that damage straight away. It goes even further now. The Dredge Anchor will now be 14-second cooldown instead of 15, and the Shell Shield will have this little lockout. Like, you can't just cancel it straight away. It may be good and bad depending on how you're playing with it. Honestly, I don't care, but we'll see in the PDS how it works. As for this card, it was it basically will reduce the cooldown of Dredge Anchor by 0.5 seconds. And now it will reduce more. Every point it will reduce 0.6 seconds and starts at 0.6 seconds, so you can go even more, reducing the cooldown of that Dredge Anchor. Pretty good. Ram, Servience will now go through walls. So basically you can heal now through walls with the talent. Pretty good. Torvald's Gauntlet, increase the range at which you deal full damage, so you can do more damage longer way. But basically Torvald is a champion that we are aiming to address over time in a more robust way. So pretty much they're saying that maybe they'll rework Torvald. We'll see. Damage. Bomb King. The damage has been reduced from 900 to 850, his normal shooting. The increased reload speed after using Detonate now no longer stacks and has been buffed because, you know, it no longer stacks. So you go 6 for each point, 6% for each point. Leon, Bloodline, no longer heals you after using Grace. Instead, it will give you ammo. Pretty good. Xiaoling, reset the cooldown after of withdraw after dropping below 15%. Instead, reset the cooldown of withdraw after dropping to below 15% HP. It had in 30 seconds internal cooldown. Now it's a 15-second internal cooldown. That's the change. That's what I was trying to get at, and I was just explaining poorly. Sorry about that. Victor, Predator. It would give you the lifesteal while using Iron Sights. Now it has been nerfed from 8% per point to 5%. Vivian, the lifesteal, that just bare lifesteal that you would have, now has been nerfed for 4% per point instead of 5. Orvus has increased the effectiveness of the slow. Okay, and the slow now persists on leaving the area. So basically the ultimate, when you use the ultimate, it will reduce the speed of people by 33%. Now it's going to be 45%, and even if after you leave the ultimate, it's still going to have it for 0.5 seconds, almost like the Willow. You know, when you leave the dead zone, you still have that effect on you for a little bit of duration. As for Grok, he did add a couple of changes here. I don't know exactly until what point this is good or not, but I'll explain to you guys. Basically, they increased the rate of the ticks of the heals from the totems, but they reduced the amount of HP. In the end, it does the exact same thing, they're just using a different mechanic for it. I don't know exactly why. Still, the totem now has more HP as well, and when you use Totemic Ward, you will now have 30% increased healing percentage on the totems instead of 20%. The Spirit's Domain is now, you'll be healing 700 per second instead of 600. And the card that would increase the health of the totem by 100 each point is now going to be 150 each point. So it's going to be tank totems basically. So we're gonna have to wait and see what's going to happen for this. I also got a lot of changes, and these are probably one of the best. Luna, for example, now has only 3,000 HP instead of 4,000. She's now able to be cauterized, but may or may not go into the life service depending on how good it feels. So you can easily kill the Luna now, even without Bulldozer, if you have Cauterize, all right? Independently of what you're playing. You're playing Ashe, you have Cauterize, you can just Cauterize Luna until you finally kill her, even if Io is just spamming heals on her. Feral Strength, which would basically give extra HP to Luna, it would go through 200 at start and then 200 each point. Now goes 225 at base and 225 per point. This is the card, by the way, in case you didn't understood what I'm saying. Swift Arrows would increase the ally's speed, and it has been nerfed. Instead of 8% per point, it's 6% per point. Pretty good. Maldamba has been also buffed and nerfed at the same time. Mending Spirits, for example, has been buffed, and now you heal more, but Spirits Chosen... Oh wait, no, they actually changed this, because when I saw it before, it was weird. Alright, but doesn't matter. So he has been buffed on Mending Spirits and Spirits Chosen, so he heals more on both of them. Okay, pretty good, actually. I was actually thinking, I read this wrong, maybe. Still, Combat Medic Pip no longer does self-damage or knocks you back, which may or may not be good. I mean, the knockback may have helped some people with the mobility, but still doesn't matter. We'll see how it goes. Ceres, Mortal Reach, instead of just reducing 1 second to your cooldown of the heals and the 300% extra distance, now it still gives you the 300% distance, but it increases the rate at which it heals by 10%. So it's going to have a little bit of a heal buff. Pretty good, pretty good. Soul Forge, which would increase the range at which Restore Soul can target allies. All right, so the one that does the chain reaction further, you could increase that distance. Now it's been buffed from 4% per point for 6% per point. Really good. Bulk Up Buck has been nerfed from 600 extra max HP to 400. Momentum, the card that would reduce the damage after using a Heroic Leap, has been nerfed by 1% per point, so you'll have 5% for each point that you put in the card. Lex Discovery has now been changed. They removed the 15-second cooldown on the ability of Retribution, and it's only doing the 30% extra damage on the people with the target, but Retribution now only has 6-second cooldown on his base kit. So there it is. Lex is going to be able to change targets much faster, which is going to be really weird. It's going to be really powerful. I don't really know. I'm going to have to test this out, but I don't know. Still, Moji. What happened to Moji? Her left click is now 300 damage instead of 100, but it has a little bit extra time between shots, 0.1 seconds. Not too much, still. Her right click has been nerfed on both a range from 60 units to 50 units to also damage, 50 click to now 30 click per hit, per click. Then Symbiotic also got changed. So Symbiotic was the card that would allow you to be healed more below 50%. It would be 10% per point. It would allow you to go all the way to 50% extra HP. Would also cauterize a little bit. Now it'll be 7%. So pretty good, pretty good. Not to let them abuse this card. Greater Good, which give you extra lifesteal every time that you would hit people with the magic marks, full magic marks. Instead of doing 8% per point, it will be 6% per point now. Cozy, which would be the card that would heal you while every 1 second inside the magic barrier, has been buffed. So 10% per second. It's not too much, but that's a 50% extra HP in the end with 5 points. So 250 per second. I mean, it's not that bad, honestly, depending on how much time you got it on the magic barrier. So Talos has been changed, but I really don't know till what point this is good or bad, and I'll explain why. His fire rate has been increased, but the effectiveness of Overcharge has been reduced. So instead of increasing much more, now his rate of fire, basically it does 11 bullets per second, right? The Overcharge, however, is going to give them less speed than it was before. So at one point, his base is going to be really good. Overcharge is not going to be as good, but it's still going to help. The card that would give him damage reduction below 40% HP has now been nerfed from 6% per point for 5% per point. Primeval Might. This is the one that would give you lifesteal while you'd have Overcharge active. It's now been nerfed from 8% per point to 5% per point. So we're gonna have to wait and see actually how this will work, but I don't know exactly what happened. As for bug fixes, people, I really don't feel like I need to go around here. I know that there's been a couple of bug fixes. For example, on the golden skins, people could be using certain golden skins with skin boosters. You know, they also fixed the talus where you would use the blitz upper and you could send a player in the direction other than the intentional direction. Fix also description on Xiaoling. Moldamba fixed an issue. Would not affect players in many cases if the ultimate was used on a slope or a ceiling. So basically, yeah, many times I have done that and noticed that the ultimate would not work in certain situations. Now it will be fixed. Fixed an issue where Maldamba's Dread Serpent ultimate would not affect players if they were out of line of sight, the center of the ultimate, and then re-entered line of sight of it. Yeah, some people also survived that many times. Koga, there had a major issue. I did not know about this one actually because I play a lot of Dragon Fangs, as you guys know. Apparently, if you're playing Dragon Stance during the ultimate of Fernando, the ultimate of Fernando would not affect you. So if you were playing Dragon Fangs right now with a Fernando on your team and you're expecting him to save you with the ultimate, well, guess what? It's not going to save you. So yeah. But yeah, people, that's pretty much it. There's nothing really much more here. Again, there's a ton of skins on the Battle Pass, but you can just basically go on the skin, the base skin, and then select which color you want. Which is going to be pretty cool. As for voice lines and gameplay, I'll put it up later on when PDS comes out. PDS may or may not come out on Saturday, Friday. So there you go. Should be, if I can check here really quick, the date. And it's not opening. It doesn't matter. All right. But yeah, I think this is Vora. I don't know if I try to open it, it just says work in progress. Content. Radiant Star Death card. It doesn't say what it is. I mean, it says that it's 6 of 2020, but that's about it. I don't know. I think that's Vora. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry if I misleaded you guys. But yeah, pretty much. Level up also with the newly reworked challenges, daily quests, and unlock up to 32. So they reworked the challenges. But we're gonna have to go on PDS to try to understand. Still, people, for those who don't know, 450 crystals on the free track. So if you have 150 laying around on your account, well, it's pretty simple. You just complete the free track of the Battle Pass because the extra HP, XP, and gold and etc. Everything else is gonna be inside of the free track. So you complete the Battle Pass, you're still gonna have the same increase rate on the levels. Pretty simple. And then you just buy the Battle Pass and you get to receive everything out of one time. Using the boosters as well help you a lot. So yeah, that is pretty much it from me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please, by all means, go down in the comments below. Second, I will be leaving the link, this link right here, in case you just want to copy it. But still, will be leaving this link in the description. Pretty simple. And yeah, that's pretty much it. No need to prolong the video anymore. It's already 28 minutes. Jesus Christ, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys next time. And until then, have a wonderful time. I'm out. Bye-bye.
Don't